Welcome to this lesson on style for technical writing. When we refer to style, we cover the many items that can go into the type of style guide we discuss in this lesson. After completing the lesson, you should be able to describe a style guide, be able to set up or use a style guide. Now, what is a style guide? This document is an important tool for technical writers. It can cover online and print deliverables. You might know about style guides such as the following: Chicago Manual of Style or the Microsoft Manual of Style for technical publications. You might also have to follow a style guide where you work or even develop one. You will find if you look at various style guides, there is not always one ideal way to handle style. You should pick what is best for the organization and be consistent. This will best serve your readers. Let's review what is a style guide. It is a reference document that includes rules for writing style and presentation, specifics on which option to use when options such as comma use exist, usage information specific to a company, such as a logo use and trademarks, purpose and scope of a style guide. The purpose of a style guide can be to show writers how to be consistent in documents. Be sure to show writers that they follow the company guidelines on logo and other use. Show writers the legal requirements they must follow to include information on warning and caution statements. If you are writing a style guide, keep in mind the guide can evolve over time. Reference other style guides such as the Chicago Manual of Style for standard grammar and usage. Involve the opinion of writers and editors, and does not have to cover process information, such as who signs off on a document and where it is stored. Design information can go into the style guide or can be in a separate guide. Here are some guidelines on what to include about design. 1. Explain how content can be designed for reuse. This can include hard copy and online. 2. Cover information for both editors and writers as well as web page developers. 3. Cover layout of publications as well as templates. 4. Cover information about page size, margins, columns, and typeface. 5. Explain how to use bullets, including the sentence leading up to a bulleted list. 6. Describe best practices for a numbered list, including how to punctuate it. 7. Cover table formats. 8. Provide templates for warnings, cautions, and notes. 9. Explain chapter and section numbering conventions. 10. Explain how to generate a table of contents and index. 11. Explain use of bold and italics. And 12. Explain the use of figure and table captions. Covering grammar in a style guide. Here are some ideas about covering grammar in a style guide. Instead of covering comprehensively grammar, spelling, and punctuation, consider references such as a standard grammar or style book. 2. Cover what would help when a question or problem arises. And 3. Know that less is more. Writers may only want the guideline and not the reason behind it. Sample topics. Here is a list of some of the topics a style guide can cover. Use of British or American English. Use of contractions. Which words are not allowed? For example, use of computer disk and not computer disk. Systems of measurement including conversions, plus how many decimal points to include. Reference materials such as dictionaries, industry style guides, process documents, and other related materials. Templates to use. Document elements such as title pages, preface, table of contents, glossary, index. Copyright information. Header and footer details. Chapter and section numbers. Legal elements. Index style, such as how many levels, page numbers, subentries, and page ranges. Glossaries. Bibliographies. Footnotes. References. Caution, danger, and warning statements. Style of capitalization for headings, lists, figure captions, table captions, punctuation for bulleted lists, information to include in each type of document, such as an installation guide, operation manual, quick start guide, online help conventions, topics, examples, cross-reference and links, captions for tables and figures, use of bold and italics, when to spell out numbers, abbreviations used in measurements, jargon to avoid or to accept, revision bars, and also the number of pages. The level of detail in the style guide can vary depending on the needs of the organization. It can be as short as 1 page and list other reference guides, or it can be as detailed and as long if your group could benefit from such a guide. In this lesson, we looked at concepts related to style and technical writing, and looked in detail at style guides that determine the style you use in your work. We also looked at what is a style guide, the purpose of a style guide, and typical contents of a style guide. You should now be able to describe the kind of style guide used for technical writing, and also be able to develop or use a style guide for your own writing projects. Good luck to you as you proceed with your work in technical writing, and thank you once again for watching this video module.